That's the part of the myth of our ancestors. While I've been dropped in the pit with a sock on my brick and my hand severed, I got one option to pick and the ominous grip of a plant center. I'll take it cause I love apologists for the chocolate chips at the command center. I'm where a hollow abyss and obelisk can stand together while you're talking that shit. Those innocuous quips, they thin embers and the book burning. When I'm John script, my god is a bitch who's transgendered. I wanna drop down a fifth on a modular synth, it's a grand gesture, nigga. The operative gist of a cop is a fit for a Klans member. It's on the top of your list, up pop of the clip that stands pressure and squeeze. Now I've shot this shit, my lob in the whiz was a damn treasure. And you're lost in the mist, could not equipped to be man's successor. On the next step, when the postulates twist me, tropical fish I swam together. But your hate from me is the bottomless pit, cause my skin color is out of 10 leather. But I can start you over, let me paint you. Yeah, I can paint you, cause I can never hate you.
Let me paint you. I wrote a riddle and a dream and it came true. Riding around town selling bottles of this old weed from the moon like these other fools can't do. Let me paint you. I wrote a riddle and a dream and it came true. Riding around town selling bottles of this old weed from the moon like these other fools can't do.
Yeah. They handed us the precious tones to keep your flesh and bones dancing in infected zones. And that philosopher's rock is just a stepping stone. The higher goal is putting stutters in your metronomes. And we can lock this whole vibe in the quarantine. My brothers hover in the sky like they war machine. The first moments like a high dose of Thorazine. Then when the chorus sings, I swear to life I see a old forest brontosaurus scene. And three enormous kings, the eye of Horus sky recording violent horn stings. My vital organs vibrate like a super string. Spin the black circle till it sprouts many cobra wings. We got the dials to either slow it down or boost the speed. And fast forward ass back where you used to be before King Cooper introduced you to usury. Keep a journal cause my future self be confusing me. It's looping beautifully.
Let me paint you. I wrote a riddle and a dream and it came true. Riding around town selling bottles of this old weed from the moon like these other fools can't do. Let me paint you. I wrote a riddle and a dream and it came true. Riding around town selling bottles of this old weed from the moon like these other fools can't do.
Paint me a color that I've never seen, one that can't be mistaken for anything. Ooh, like the center of the sun. Paint me a color that I've never seen, one that can't be mistaken for anything. Paint me a color.
I was born a king. I was born a king.
I sat by my secret window to draft a thesis on stretch limos as they pertain to black Jesus and nascent bimbos destined to consume crack pieces. And why come it's never gringos who lack visas to work food trucks and make tasty snack teasers. I felt its reverberations through my hip bone, and I spoke the truth through wide nigger lip syndrome. That's why accidental racist was just a thorn to me. Mike Eagle keeps telling me that I was born a king. They could not possibly afford the thing that they came to seek. They tried to tame the meek. They'd have to paint their feet and speak daintily. They couldn't pay off all these plaintiffs with their plain receipts. And I have found purpose from the pain in me. The days will pass and my curls will begin to look more like a crown. And I heard Alex Haley's ghost speak in Morse code without a sound.
Oh, you brute! You monster! You thing! In that order!
Listen to the story.
Baselines sound like the tedium of every day. Behold the receding gum line of the middle way. Can't take a shower with the toilet seat up. I'm not at full power to fight demons when they creep up. One day I will own a raincoat and make creme brulee in stained bowls, wearing nothing but a green smock. Went to the pawn shop with a locked box full of G-Shocks. I need to return these for reasons I can't explain. I know too many attorneys with dirt cheap fees and gurney. Keep those Pez dispenser leaves for the journey. I'm telling you everything I know with the metronome about metronomes. Chat book was slap full of meta poems. Bug catcher with the metapod. Let me tell you the very next thing I said to God. Order a double order of Thai fried rice. Pay with PayPal, you were safe now. Whatever. Order a double order of Thai fried rice. Pay with PayPal, you were safe now. Whatever. Order a double order of Thai fried rice. Pay with PayPal, you were safe now. Whatever. Order a double order of Thai fried rice. Pay with PayPal, you were safe now. You were safe now.
Was that her name?
She is mad about me, but no difference.
No idea why my fingers are oversized. I have lingering doubts that need to be notarized. Notice my eyes when I daydream of holding thighs. Side note, that's probably why my anxieties multiply at the rate of speed to fill up one big gulp soda guy. Sorta snide, bipolar at times, quasi-perpetual dirt devil vacuuming for old dimes to purchase several sacks of Andy Cap's hot fries. Do the box rhymes just to surprise myself. Have you ever bought enough furniture for one small apartment in Chicago's northwest side? I don't care about who's friends with who's friends or loose ends. This is a one-man operation, a dingleberry constellation, the flying fuck at the moon that Vonnegut was so fond of. Order a double order of Thai fried rice. Pay with PayPal, you were safe now. Whatever. Order a double order of Thai fried rice. Pay with PayPal, you were safe now. Whatever. Order a double order of Thai fried rice. Pay with PayPal, you were safe now. Whatever. Order a double order of Thai fried rice. Pay with PayPal, you were safe now. You were safe now. You can pop bottles with models in fancy bars. I'll be reading Aristotle, bemoaning Dancing with the Stars. When I close my eyes, I can visualize and echo. Hip-hop is a puppy mill that's sponsored by Petco. Store clerks the jerks spamming Twitter feeds with let's go. We should have a fireplace, the type of space to meditate through the ugliest of dire straits. For some reason my toenails grow too rapidly. Reading Rumi and wishing that I knew myself actually. Every morning I burn myself at the coffee machine, cause I'm pep talking a loser who's scared to follow his dreams. I'm Jamie Foxx and this is Any Given Sunday, with a faulty D-line protecting my thoughts from their gunplay. If I'm not broken and faulty, then I guess I'm a Vulcan who's balding. So I grow my afro hairs long and wonder where my pieces of flair have gone. Crit wrote a song called The Vent, and my consciousness expanded through a hole in my tent. I feel like a troll in some sense, cause I monitor this monitor like I'm patrolling the fence. And rap is just my footpost, the type of pen pal to make a very good host. When you come over on a cross-country visit, I'm all too eager to dismiss Newtonian physics. Why don't I live in a musty tree fort? I'm the raging bull with a very weak snort. I just want to buy a big chunk of land and climb fig trees until I'm a great hunk of a man. We have no interest in reading very long biographies that you people write in the third person, so obvious. Took turns eating cake that looked like a flag and watched the fireworks, and I swear I smelled the liars burn. Troubled aquarian doing equestrian things, a hairy centaur involved in too many Ponzi schemes. Lay on the bathroom tile and think of Billy Mays and how to make a girl smile in a myriad of silly ways. Listen to the shins and learn how to sing the right notes. Dream of dorsal fins when manning all the lifeboats. Abandoned baggage in the carousel. I hear Paris is swell this time of year. I guess I'm kind of weird, daydreaming of Logan's Run then recliner gear. I'm fine here. I have very soft skin and write young adult fiction like Gary Paulson. I'm free to callow. Your Instagram is pics of pita chips and deer tallow. Condense a rap song into a question, then mutter it. I wrote this song in green pen. Eating brownies, I don't know why I'm frowning. It all happened before I could remember. Pass the milk. Run a BBW Tumblr blog and forget the password. I may be speaking too soon, but this is a disaster. Like old people in modern sneakers, I saw Book of Mormon with the congregation of true believers. I'm humbled eating lemon bars. I would never waste a daydream on 7 cars. I have hella smarts and nudie parts that I never show. I think I'm a noticeably Negro youth-afro. Eating brownies, I don't know why I'm frowning. It all happened before I could remember. Pass the milk.
Alright, bud. There you go. Hey, dude. You like this weird rap song? It's me, Kool AD, the other fool on the weird rap song. A mellow number, 3 minutes, it doesn't last long. Some fools might tell you it's whack, but I think that that's wrong. Really, in fact, I think it's tight. That's right. Wrote this on a carcass of a lion by lamplight. That was a reference to another Kool AD rap line, but last time I said candlelight instead of lamplight. Get it? So that's like about progress. I'm Michael Andaje, dog, kissing on your mom in a prom dress. Meaning like she's in a prom dress, not me. I guess that was obvious, probably. Shit. But shit, you never know. Fools cry over spilled milk and argue over whether a leather kilt is hetero. In my humble, I gotta say, it's probably just better to let it go. I feel like Leonard Cohen, and I don't even know if I could name a Leonard Cohen track. Is Leonard Cohen whack? That's rhetorical. You don't need to answer that. I'm Dave Bowie, I mutter question raps for the answer man. Like mice, I might turn butter to milk like catch me if you can. Chris Walken, how I'm talking, crisscrossing on your Walkman. Shit singing on a dick like it's a tall can. Pastel for loco. I'm a leader at last to my local folks, but still broke though. Fuck the Beatles, go Yoko. You know, bro.
Kanye West is RoboCop. I'll be Judge Dredd. I'm playing video games until my eyes are blood red. Another thing I have in common with rap hobbyists, navigating levels of upper crust music snobbiness. I've the dedication of an NRA lobbyist. My version of a dungeon crawler's learning to undo her bra. Hip-hop is a real-life testing of Galaxian. Ledgers overflowing with which rap factions I'm in. I'm not one to sock cats in their schnauzers. Exceptions can be made for Dr. Eggman and Bowser. I played Duke Nukem but pretended I was Jack Burton, which boosted my confidence whenever I laid the hurtin'. I tell you, there's big trouble in Little Chinatown when I don't drink alcohol and pretty girls want me to buy them rounds. And you know I can't dance good. I quicken my pace whenever I chance through the hood, flexing outdated moves like the chicken wing, flirting with new girls and tell my old chick we need to fix some things. I guess we're talking cheat codes. I'll give you the digits and you need not repeat those. I have to refrain from getting plastered, cause then I'd be an especially awkward bastard. I'm very shy, social interactions and boss fights. The best of rappers will probably floss tonight. I'll be at home with a sonic care brushing my teeth. Between my status and theirs is a sound barrier reef. Fear is the mind killer, and weird means I simply rhyme iller. I suppose this is something of a boss fight. I knew I should have worn my cross tonight.
Simon Belmont, but kinda shell-shocked. Bill collectors turn to bats and post in my mailbox. So raise your hands if you're as sure as me that losses and hit points means increased insecurities. Another day, another princess to lure me to double jump over gates, stab by fleur-de-lis. Cause the pressure in the shower sucks. Degree in the backpack is a portable power-up. I did a show trying to wait to get my quarters paid. Now I'm home late, tiptoeing survival horror game. No health pack, getting low in the stealth stats. No rumble function expression, but I'm pretty sure I felt that. If I wake the kid, it's a final fight. Avoiding diapers packed with funky dynamite. Mad experience points if you get that reference. If you're the King of Kong, I'll show deference. Yeah, but no mailed in video. Jumping cliffs like I'm Tailwind Turner. He rocks red and I rock indigo. Fighting hordes full of pale-skinned birthers. Yeah, shit gets political. Blocked for the clown face hypes with syringes. It's like that old school game Narc. Base heads high, make moves like ninjas. Over there. Don't do drugs.
I don't give a fuck about you or your rapper friends. I know I wasn't asking them to lend an ear, the end is near. I don't give a fuck about you or your rapper friends. I know I wasn't asking them to lend an ear, the end is near. I have been a scuba diver, Tristero, muted horn, rusty tuba supplier, nubile, Nubian, subcontinental true MacGyver, loose screw night driver. I've been reading classified sections of the newspaper. I'm burdened by a new labor, spoken a hush, a hurried Marxist soothsayer who's fumbling with the multi-digit password. I still call my dad, sir. I made a shrine out of bamboo plants. A damn fool at first glance will spam you at first chance. I'm wondering who will be the bigger man, staring at my proud nigger hands. I remember we were eating daffodils, and it seized my gut like laughter pills. The time between before and after kills.
I know you wanna tell me about your crew and all the things you do, none of which I think are true. I know you wanna tell me all about you, but all the brainy wanna say is
I don't give a fuck about you or your rapper friends. I know I wasn't asking them to lend an ear, the end is near. I don't give a fuck about you or your rapper friends. I know I wasn't asking them to lend an ear, the end is near.
I know.
I've had one hell of a life. I got 2 sides to the brain. I got 3 beautiful baby girls, and I've had 4 minutes of fame if I had 5 mics in the source way back in 1998. I trade them to give my wife the divorce that she always wanted. Yeah, that'd be great. Quick question: can you get day-old angel tears to come in a 6-pack? Is this heaven? Well, I'm inquisitive. Ask where my niggas is at. Where my niggas is at? Hey yo, 7 shots of J-Mo can fit in this glass, but I'm bigger than that. I pour some for my dad and his ignorant ass to make it 6.5 with all that cigarette ash. Just like 8 millimeters, just hanging from the filter. I envy that square, cause a filter is what I kill for. See, this nigga pulled a 9 on me, that was my 10th hater. I had 11 minutes of fame that I was planning to spend later. In 2012, I was a rapper for rappers. In 2013, I'm a man that stands before you battered, tattered, and fractured. No cast, like some half-ass absent band of actors. No class, like a dropout. No brass, that's a cop-out. But yeah, I'm colder than a horse heart in a brothel in downtown Moscow. You see, life's a bitch and cliches are comforting like your mom's house. So, fuck the world with a lambskin condom on. I don't relate to rappers with they has-been problems, dog. I'm a nigga from the future with a warped sense of reality. The fuck I used to give suffers from dwarfism, babality. Maybe it's me, or maybe it's your banality. I don't really know, so I try to explain.
I know you wanna tell me about your crew and all the things you do, none of which I think are true. I know you wanna tell me all about you, but all I really wanna say is
I don't give a fuck about you or your rapper friends. I know I wasn't asking them to lend an ear, the end is near. I don't give a fuck about you or your rapper friends. I know I wasn't asking them to lend an ear, the end is near.
I know.
I thought my elders came for me. They said I stunk, but I was drunk off of elderberry tea. I thought my elders came for me. They said I stunk, but I was drunk off of elderberry tea. I thought my elders came for me. They said I stunk, but I was drunk off of elderberry tea. A loser with a winning score, you'd pitched a tent indoors. I tried to imbue this moment with meaning like a trite sophomore, but my attempts were all clumsy. I opened my mouth and said that dumbly. I said that dumb thing. I got these stupid tattoos to remind me of past life snafus that left me black and blue. Bruised, they still tingle when on the receiving end of bad news. I'm on the receiving end of bad news. I hope that you're not mad at me. I felt the rainbow's gravity. You can pass the dandelion wine. I'm not next in line. I'm next to resign myself infinitely. Binge eat secretly, then watch Twin Peaks for weeks until my armpits reek. I went to the thrift store and bought myself a trophy. Yes, I'm lonely. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. I've been etching barcodes in my forearms, but that's strictly off the record. I used to try to hide under my father's dresser, then that shit collapsed and crushed my back. I've got the scars to show. If I looked in the mirror, I'd hardly know. Got a buzz from all this Mountain Dew. I can be a fountain too. Elders came for me. They said I stunk, but I was drunk off of elderberry tea. I thought my elders came for me. They said I stunk, but I was drunk off of elderberry tea. I thought my elders came for me. They said I stunk, but I was drunk off of elderberry tea.
lie with your preoccupations. My tongue turns to Play-Doh at the onset of confrontation, constantly accelerating into terminal resuscitation to reflect responsibility into the urban world. From my wormling hole, I put a ship with a hurtling hole, a willy gig with a turbulent pole.
I had to write this in a long car ride. Sometimes I wish I'd have died in a bar fight, but that would mean a drinking problem that I don't have. What I do possess is a pair of swollen gonads. My God, I'm always so proud. My God, he never raps this loud. Your God's a rapper, I find that very interesting. Failures of pistons misfired synchronistically. I'm a villain drinking straight from the milk bottle. I let your pedals wolf shouting in staccato. I was supposed to be the person to protect you. I was supposed to run to the corner store to get pet food. Yes, and these failures are all my own, and I'm sure I'll repeat them many times over. To write poems in Times New Roman, and then hide them in a digital folder. Why does progress look like destruction? Why can't I forget your banana nut muffins? If I tug at the strings of my eye faculty to find the source of the construct that shackled me, if this planet is some surrogate hell, then I uncover the meaning of existence. Who could I tell? I'll be the idiot standing before the mirror in a crew neck, asking his reflection what to do next.
To what degrees of motivation fueled by prestige? My protractor measures deviance from the angle of truth. So let's see. Her badge of honor needn't be tactile, nor a mark of treachery. A mark of treachery. The color of pink. Her beveled eraser that's retained its hue, protected in my pocket until a great mistake has claimed its use. Such pride to keep it concealed, like picturing locking my villainy keeps gnawing at me like sprocket teeth.
Like sprocket teeth, I thought we might sit to talk, then weep like Frogger failing to cross the street. Promptly dismiss my pleas. I've been a villain of the highest degree. Only just recently that has begun to bother me. That has begun to bother me like sprocket teeth. I thought we might just sit to talk and weep like Frogger failing to cross the street. You promptly dismiss my pleas. I've been a villain of the highest degree. Only just recently that has begun to bother me. That has begun to bother me like sprocket teeth. I thought we might just sit to talk and weep like Frogger failing to cross the street. You promptly dismiss my pleas. I've been a villain of the highest degree. Only just recently that has begun to bother me. That has begun to bother me.
Yeah, I submerged my aura. Yeah, I was skinny dipping back when I was a big and couldn't pull any friction. I learned myself without that sexy vision, and I spent time never penny pinching, so I never slept with skanks. I sought the electric taints, no walking septic tanks with no feelings, expressions blank. My heart's engorged. This is where art is forged. At Snake Lake, my body turns to cardboard, and my mind floats past the slime and moats. Watch me exercise the powers I woke. I pour my essence into your moist palms, point to the flagpole where we safely hoist songs, dance it out of place like I was a soy bomb. Now shit, yeah, hellfire, let's go.
Is where I used to stay. It's where I saw the rain. The color was a shade. By the shores of fixed clay. Is where I used to stay. It's where I saw the rain. The color was a shade.
I can still recall when I was the king of carrot flowers, but now I'm an airsats coward, ejaculating overwrought prose by the hour. A nasty dude with a misplaced passion for passion fruit, an embarrassing rash, and a stash of lube. Ooh, I'm 14 still, and every morning is marked by an acne pill. Don't ask me what my paintings mean, I'm an angst machine, I'm strengthening. And I like musical theater, Kool-Aid's my favorite cause he looks weirder. I do not play tight end. I've invested my meager stipend into a Magic the Gathering starter pack. I was called a nerd, but I'm not bothered with that. I think all people who play sports are whack. My voice might crack in the middle of a diatribe. I'm kinda shy, and I developed a hunchback from this knapsack. Undetected bouts of melancholia slip past. I hate dodgeball day in gym class. My thin legs are two ashy pistons. This girl in class needs to affirm my existence.
Pop, pop, pop.
I came to age.
By the shores of Dixie is where I used to stay. It's where I saw the colors of shade. By the shores of Dixie is where I used to stay. It's where I saw the colors of shade.
I've got a proposition. You should stop and listen. Time is an inward intuition. You peek from the third, I gaze from my fourth eye. All things are known to me a priori. You're a slave to the newest. I ponder time travel reading David Lewis. Let me elaborate. A man like me bows to no magistrate. Rap is certainly impractical. Too lazy to generate a counterfactual. Existence itself is a pipe dream. Time for another bowl of ice cream. I think I need to pray. I was sobbing in line at the Chinese buffet. Chutch. Sat still in my Birkenstocks, surrounded by broken clocks, and began to ponder what you could not. I sat still in my Birkenstocks, surrounded by broken clocks, and began to ponder what you could not. I sat still in my Birkenstocks, surrounded by broken clocks, and began to ponder what you could not. I sat still in my Birkenstocks, surrounded by broken clocks, and began to ponder what you could not. Filth. Searching ODB clips, fools email me from Mr. Yogi tips. I don't have the answers, sat in the front pew, hands like a praying mantis. May God bless your stacks, I'm a walking tesseract with professor's swag. I'm nearly in my final form, I don't have to mind the internet for porn, I don't have to mind the internet anymore. Put flowers in my hair like Adrian Adonis, I don't really care, my dude, I'm pompous. Yeah. Burn. Ate the whole stash of senzu beans. Then I licked the platter clean and proceeded to construct your matter in a dream. The world is my idea. This axiom is self-evident. I call upon myself as my only evidence. I created giraffes
ass right before I gave myself a mustache. I think I need to pray. I was sobbing in line at the Chinese buffet. Church. I think I need to pray. I was sobbing in line at the Chinese buffet. Word. We played hopscotch on the riverbed. Long pulls of liquor till your liver's dead. It's been too long since I've used my falsetto. If my mind was a neighborhood, it would be the ghetto. Into the wild for the 1000th time, and I am celebrating life with a child's mind. My sweater got snagged on the witch hazel. Wonder if my heart's the same shape as this red bud. Body full of tingles like I slept with some bed bugs. Galaxies for eyes make me feel infinitesimal. My own system of numbers, irregular, sexagesimal. You can't crunch those digits on a binary abacus. Struggling to mutter 3 words, I'm very bad at this. There's too much dirt under my fingernails. You don't know how liberating it feels to fail. To know these old bones are brittle and frail. I've been in the woods and seen the sterility of a blank night, and felt its cold cruelty cut deep like a shank knife. When these ugly ghosts take a seat at breakfast, I make it a point to use my napkin and not act reckless. My long legs feel just like trombones. Why are all my memories archived in sepia tones? Which of these trees is a tamarack? How deep will its roots grow? When its leaves fall, I hope they fall slow. And when it's dark, I will strip its bark down. I may not be a whole thing, but I'm a part now. Which of these trees is a tamarack? How deep will its roots grow? When its leaves fall, I hope they fall slow. And when it's dark, I will strip its bark down. I may not be a whole thing, but I'm a part now. Which of these trees is a tamarack? How deep will its roots grow? When its leaves fall, I hope they fall slow. And when it's dark, I will strip its bark down. I may not be a whole thing, but I'm a part now. I'm a part now. Which of these trees is a tamarack? Which of these trees is a tamarack? How deep will its roots grow? When its leaves fall, I hope they fall slow. And when it's dark, I will strip its bark down. I may not be a whole thing, but I'm a part now. I may not be a whole thing, but I'm a part now. I may not be a whole thing, but I'm a part now. Which of these trees is a tamarack? And when it's dark, I will strip its bark down. When its leaves fall, I hope they fall slow. Which of these trees is a tamarack?
indulgent, talking up a whirlwind. Pretty young thing, nobody's for certain. Riding her wave, God, she was surfing. Two hearts hurting, broke beat perfect. Dancing like pain, sweating like rain on my. Left a little stain. Was she running game? I know I was running game, but
I wanna live, I wanna give. I've been a miner for a heart of gold. It's these expressions I never give. Keep me searching for a heart of gold. Gold all in my watch, gold all in my chain. Searching for a heart of gold. Gold all in my watch. Yeah, gold all in my chain.
Searching for something, and so we enter through the matter to find what we needed. It's so much harder than I fathom, my logic divided. If all I wanted was a hit, then I'd probably be famous. To be respected by my peers was the reason I did it. Though 5 years in the struggle ain't much to a nigga. With 1 week of living lavish can fuck up your liver. Who needs provision when you covered in diamonds and pendants? Who needs the temperance when bitches are dying to get it? I copped the ring, got cold feet and abandoned the bride. Sold that shit for half the price just to keep on the lights. Look in the eyes and be surprised if there's anything worth mentioning. Broken hearted and misery, pity, but why dwell? I owe a lot of niggas. Before I finish this sentence, I promise to make bail.
I've been to Hollywood, I've been to Redwood. I crossed the ocean for a heart of gold. Been in my own mind, it's such a fine line. Keeps me searching for a heart of gold. Gold all in my watch, gold all in my chain. Me searching for a heart of gold. Gold all in my watch, gold all in my chain.
Here it goes, another diatribe from Leopold, screaming reminders not to make the same mistakes when we're old. I was a miner for pyrite, now I'm in Price Right buying pie tins and thin mints. Shin splints for a retired digger, loud sighs, signal thin hints. I'm a tired nigger, I'm just looking for a woman who will let me sing in the shower now. For a woman who doesn't have Dwight Eisenhower brows. I feel dumb, listen to Neil Young, I recline. The spiel was sung and still I declined. The laughing track is always lethal and I can never remember what size you like your frappuccinos. You said those heart pangs were a fluke, praying to St. Luke in the morning. Never glanced up from reading Marmaduke, I'm in mourning.
But where shall I find you? Well, of course I shall dwell deep within the regions of your mother's mouth. Do not fret, my child, for our love is there.
great swell of energy like a hadron particle collider. You look like my fear of water slides personified. Finding beauty, big B in a cornfield. If I'm phony now, I can remember I was born real. Through
that self-help jargon in my spam folder, then set to explore the monster like Bram Stoker. Whereof one cannot speak, thereof one must be silent. But I yawned and I burped and I passed gas loudly. Man, like I was Borges, trapped in a 4x4 force field maze. Someone had taken the time to hang Klimt paintings. In the middle of this labyrinth, Jack Dempsey is waiting in the dark with a mirror plotting my career arc. A bumbling idiot of a Hurasark. I might fear the dark, help me. I might fear the dark, help me. Superstitious with a vial of falcon piss. I've been trained in an unknown calculus. I am wandering, I am wandering. I've got the symbols, tokens, and talismans, broad-shouldered like a Diablo 2 paladin. My life is a palindrome for Saladin. The enemy looks like Alec Baldwin. You can't tell cause he wears a mask of false skin. When did I become Diogenes again? I'm a skeptic, cynic. The wounds get infected when the septic's in it. The Exodus, Genesis, Sega, sacrifice the cannibal ox like Vorgil Mega. Go ahead and make a mockery of this. I'll stick to the atoms like I'm Democritus. Up into the numinal realm. My mind is a camera with no usable film. Here's a Polaroid of android sheep. Here's a Polaroid of android sheep. Log accolades, Iron Man band-aids. How many is too many melatonin pills? My cerebellum's growing still. I don't want to shake your hands, exuding the 32 signs of the great man. Notice how my brow meets. I'm standing strong on webbed feet. I've been longing for bread to eat. I'll sip the crystal pure oblivion. Spend my whole life a law-abiding citizen. My teeth are coated with granola. My pockets are bulging with Spinoza. I wouldn't say I set the fire. I'm the zookeeper of the electric tigers. I heard the feasting horn, so I answered the call. The type of dude to do the rain dance for us all. I heard the feasting horn, so I answered the call. The type of dude to do the rain dance for us all. I'm positive that I can cure loneliness. My friends may be imaginary, but they lack any phoniness. They lack any phoniness. I'm in a field where the rapscallions frolic. My mind is a maze painted by Jackson Pollock. I'll be the sorcerer lounging under the fig trees. Lotus pose meditation, please pardon my big knees. Big Bang Theory crash cymbals. Wild horses, broken reins, there's no holding back. Trendy raps like mocha fraps and yoga mats. An abundance of smoke and mirrors, you shouldn't focus on that. A straight face is a great sign of anguish. Pondering free will and reading fate, time and language. Still waiting on my invite to the Pitchfork Music Fest. I'll be dressed in an esoteric druid vest. Ryan Frost gave me a Diablo 3 beta key, which was rap music's failed attempt to get away from me. Busy validating my heart's beat on a K oscillator. The perfect snack is a glass of cold milk and vanilla wafers. The optician, here's a monocle for your third eye. The newsboy with the latest chronicles of the nerd guy. There is a man and he's pushing a cart. Inside there are cobs of corn. And in my mind there are gobs of porn. And I push my heart on the same 4 wheels. I'm the Elotes Man. I'm the Elotes Man. There's a man and he's pushing a cart. Inside there are cobs of corn. And in my mind there are gobs of porn. And I push my heart on the same 4 wheels. I'm the Elotes Man. I'm the Elotes Man. I'm the Elotes Man. Dave Chappelle ran for president, I would vote twice. At Illuminati circle jerk sessions, I'm most nice. I slather corn and mayonnaise and other spices. Tricked my card out as an extension of my being. YouTube buffering prevents my consciousness from streaming. You don't know depression until your inbox is empty. You complain about office space, but I'm pushing my cubicle. Cranky cause cayenne pepper's all over my cuticles. I was hip-hop's primary soothsayer before I was this affluent corn cob purveyor. There's a man and he's pushing a cart. Inside there are cobs of corn. And in my mind there are gobs of corn. And I push my heart on the same 4 wheels. I'm the Elotes Man. I'm the Elotes Man. There's a man and he's pushing a cart. Inside there are cobs of corn. And in my mind there are gobs of corn. And I push my heart on the same 4 wheels. I'm the Elotes Man. I'm the Elotes Man.
There is a man and he's pushing a cart.
Export them MP3s and put my life on a flash drive. And I'm hoping my life don't just pass by. But what can I do when the cash dry? You try and I shoot through the sky. Open up your eyes and look who done came in. Open up your mind and look who done changed it. And who are you to tell me? Who are you to tell me? Yeah, sure, life is tough, but what can you expect when you live paycheck to paycheck? They rock thousands on their neck. Understand and respect, there's too much left to address. Just so you and I both know that stress will be the death of us. And if I don't die now, then let me live long, let me live strong. Shoot, let me keep my wrist strong. Cause these microphones I grip on, MP3s I rip songs. I've been here for so long and now I'm trying to get gone. Cause I grew up just to learn that if you ain't first, you're last. But who cares about the past? We got the future to grasp. When you living in the city, going nowhere fast. Knobs at max, we relax with beats on blast. And just when you thought that I would never amount to nothing, came with something suspenseful. Hold 'em, I'm pretty good at bluffing. I be huffing and puffing your house down. You out of bounds, and right about now we giving you sound advice. Look. Alright. Export them MP3s and put my life on a flash drive. And I'm hoping my life don't just pass by. But what can I do when the cash dry? You try and I shoot through the sky. Open up your eyes and look who done came in. Open up your mind and look who done changed it. And who are you to tell me? Who are you to tell me?
Reiterate the question, life's a blessing, this is true. But wasting time stressing cause I can't get $2. Run a shaking hand over my crew, cut the truth sucks. Takes countless capers, make some paper, man the truth sucks. And I'm a sitting duck, and all I say is shucks. My gear shift is stuck, I have no confidant.
no regard for my wants, a penny for your thoughts. Venting, so give me pause, I hope you brought the piggy bank. Ideas so heavy, I'll show you how the Titanic sank. I praise God and give my parents thanks. I think of heading south just like a meadow lark. The recesses of my mind, they get so dark. Disappear in the booth like my first name Clark. Wear a protective suit of iron like I'm Tony Stark. Pour my heart and soul down to this device, and right about now we giving you sound advice.
Export them MP3s and put my life on a flash drive. And I'm hoping my life don't just pass by. But what can I do when the cash dry? You try and I shoot through the sky. Open up your eyes and look who done came in. Open up your mind and look who done changed it. And who are you to tell me? Who are you to tell me?
I go to school to get a job and make some wages. I've got some messy feelings, I'm a slob on these pages. I've got some messy feelings, I'm a slob on these pages. I've got some messy feelings. You knew I was a rapper because I'm very tall and dark. You probably didn't expect I grocery shop at Walmart. I'm not far removed from a lineage of Paul Blarts. I can be found counting cash from the quarters off mall carts. I prefer my mac and cheese in the shapes of cartoon characters. My raps are anecdotal, festooned with racial barriers. I'll meet you at dusk down by where the wind falls. Can't trust these rap cats like Rush Limbaugh. How do you vibe with these monotone monologues in my 8-page write-up on an Adwala-sponsored blog? Your groupies show their boobies, mine wear dance coat clogs. Don't buy into the gimmicks of your favorite musician. Leave them pandering and panhandling, begging us to listen. I felt the love below when 3 stacks betrayed us. It's the return of true rap once every 7 years like cicadas. I bought into the bullshit virtue ethics of popular rap guys. Now I rap from this pulpit with a Gertrude Stein disguise. It's about time we refuse to pay their Maybach bills. I'm no bandit, but I've got some face mask skills. It's about time we refuse to pay their Maybach bills. I'm no bandit, but I've got some face mask skills. I've been pissing off balconies and writing these symphonies and reading Euripides and feeling persnickety. I've been pissing off balconies and writing these symphonies and reading Euripides and feeling persnickety. I've been pissing off balconies and writing these symphonies and reading Euripides and feeling persnickety. I've been pissing off balconies and writing these symphonies and reading Euripides and feeling persnickety. This isn't Aesop rock, I'm something like Homer's Boulder. M. Bison giving these rap guys the colder shoulder. These ignorant rappers are kind of like my stepbrothers, meaning I get to poke fun at all their quirks and flubbers. But you're not from this clan, so speak nil about my fam, and at our shows nod along and obey the archaic commands. Hot damn, let me see them hands, that kind of stuff. Pissing off balconies, I'm writing these symphonies and reading Euripides and feeling persnickety. I've been pissing off balconies and writing these symphonies and reading Euripides and feeling persnickety. I've been pissing off balconies, I'm writing these symphonies and reading Euripides and feeling persnickety. I've been pissing off balconies and writing these symphonies and reading Euripides and feeling persnickety. though we are no longer lovers, I will take pride in the small comfort that your descendants will be dependent on me as fossil fuels, and I will scream this mantra flying over the edge, O'Doyle rules. Even though we are no longer lovers, I will take pride in the small comfort that your descendants will be dependent on me as fossil fuels, and I will scream this mantra flying over the edge, O'Doyle rules. I am responsible for the anonymous messages in your Tumblr ask box, venting feelings, yes, I'm screaming in caps lock. I'm a retarded airbender, missed voicemail message, no reply sender, time to go through the cupboards, I'm dreary. Hit my peak a little too early like Hubbard theory. Bell-shaped curves, hell is a noun and not a verb, nonetheless a state of being. Martin Heidegger is certainly my nigger, you could say I dabble with the liberal arts. Chest cavity chock full of miserable parts, carbon dated, hardly relevant, mom I made it. 4-stroke motor, that's just the I hate myself odor. Wafting through the floorboards, my only complaint with spam bots, they don't talk more. Been going to stage plays for the talkbacks. Sometimes I wear elaborate costumes involving top hats, asking questions regarding the belligerent nature of time. So vividly I remember your Bible camp snafu. Now you wildly hoist your tribal stamp tattoo. A cold shoulder hoisted over colder ice cream. Forged of sadness and bad habits, I'm a Rube Goldberg machine. Professor Asshole in the self-operating napkin. An incandescent Heath Robinson contraption. I've been bested by your arduous quality assessments. Here's a promise, I'm gonna live forever like Jerry Lewis. And whoever you marry is very stupid. I will take pride in the small comfort that your descendants will be dependent on me as fossil fuels, and I will scream this mantra flying over the edge of Doyle rules. Even though we are no longer lovers, I will take pride in the small comfort that your descendants will be dependent on me as fossil fuels, and I will scream this mantra flying over the edge of Doyle rules. We are no longer lovers, I will take pride in the small comfort that your descendants will be dependent on me as fossil fuels, and I will scream this mantra flying over the edge, O'Doyle
Scared that my sheets will swallow me in my sleep and suck me down deep into the depths of despair. When I regain consciousness, I'll be astonished if I don't need a gas mask to breathe the air. Every new song will be factory made and will accept our doomed fate as a fact that remains. And earthquakes and hurricanes will rattle the nation, and we'll pretend not to know why the affected locations are mostly filled with the urban poor. There'll be a plan to fix it that Congress won't vote for. More and more will notice mass media is clueless, and our noble quest for new stuff has rendered us useless. And I can't do shit. And I can't do shit. And I can't do shit. My hands in my pockets, torn the apocalypse, watching all the rocket ships fly away. All of the important people sent to space. Bill Gates, Jay-Z, the president, the Yankees, and frankly, no one will ever even look for me. Left off the shuttles with no book to read. Think my ideas fell on deaf ears and cold hearts. I'm scared I'm unoriginal, my best years had no spark to steer Trump's resilience. I'm anything but brilliant, my life is a joke whose delivery is killing it. Afraid I won't prevent this or even make a difference, and this song will echo my entire existence. And I can't do shit. And I can't do shit. And I can't do shit. Well, my pen's out of ink and my head's out of verses. I'm hoping I'll be over that fear. And maybe one day, if you hear what I say, you can finally fall asleep head clear. Well, my pen's out of ink and my head's out of verses. I'm hoping I'll be over that fear. And maybe one day, if you hear what I say, you can finally fall asleep head clear.
That's a dead deer.
certainly can dual-wield Q-tips and clean smudges off miniature armoires and give gatekeepers with stiff hands arm bars. I'm not scared of the dark. Wave my freak flag around creeps in the park. Watch me translate anguish with the beat pad. Watch me cultivate the hairline of Charlie Sheen's dad. That seems rad and fear is dumb. Wear sure leggings that reveal your bum. Don't call back those bill collectors. Don't find jobs in the private sector. Throw oranges, change your name to Hector. Avoid buying knives from Vector, etc., etc. Decorate the dark hallways with poinsettias. Don't befriend people called trendsetters, cause they're liars and fibbers, black hat spies and Indian givers. Be generous with Thai food, deny the antecedent, and give stink eyes to guys who are rude. It's that easy. It's that easy. It is absolutely that easy.
I'm okay, you're okay, 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 I'm okay, you're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weirdos.
So weird shit.
Hey, let me spit to you,
Yo, it's that weirdo shit, man. I'm never gonna get famous. No loaded clip, and I like my bitches basic.
I'm Tyler and I can rape your girl up in the basement. If you wanna say shit, then say it to my face.
I got a gun and cocking it back, sipping on lean, never fucking with that. Ain't from the trap and now I'm so accident. 64 with my dog on my lap, dog on my lap, dog on my lap. Looking on Tumblr for women of fat. 2 while in the bathroom, think I am gonna miss class soon. Never am gonna get asked soon. All about the school's a vacuum. I'm that dude, ask yourself for nudes. But never receiving them, never fitting, I don't listen to EDM. Listen to Brick Squad, use piece of my dick hard.
Quit that dancing, girl, gon' sit on it.
What else do you wanna say?
What you gon' do for them privileges? What you gon' do for this internship? Cause I'm the boss, I'm smoking that kush, hot cuckoo in my dress.
Ayy, that wax like I'm moving bricks. All round, we round y'all through my whip. She say she wanna fuck a rapper. I said that's ludicrous. Popping that shit like it's Sudafed. And she sucking my dick, I say you the best. An anonymous tip on my mama's crib, and they ran through her shit so she could sue the feds. Booby touch, pee-pee touch like the same thing. Sour cream on my plantains, that's the reason for my pants stain. It's the rapper turn singer turn sommelier. Molly all in the champagne, I got consent, I'm a damn saint. You got famous for a song and he wrote it. Your significant other got a haircut and you didn't even notice. Michael Penn smoked one blunt, he ain't even focus. Damn, you landed poppin' Adderall, but I'm being focused.
We're some weirdos, fuck up your ear holes. We're from Wisconsin, bitch, that's nowhere near hoes. They say that this is where the beer goes. Straight in my gut, now I'm crooked, what the fuck? I got a bad bitch, that's my dog though. Pussy, money, weed, I got all those. Sippin' store H2O until the bar glows. There's no secret, I'm creeping deep until the fall grows. And when I do shows, it's from the far rows. I might bring sandwiches to share, got the hard rows. Is that okay with y'all? Yeah, I get paid them all. So let's get swayed and balled and recreated late in fall. Let me check my calendar. I'm not free then, you are not free, well, what about the 17th? Fuck it, I think I'm gonna see you next week. Rack your brain. I'm not selling crack cocaine, not easily peddle these DVDs. See if I have to, man. I'm one kind of think that's insane. Cause I got these student loans to my name. But I got a credit score better than yours. We can settle the score cause I rap that flame. Yeah, you kinda toxic, you cannot talk shit. This is an auction, you have not bought shit. I think you lost in mental capacity. I'm not your majesty, leeches detached from it.
Whoa, that was some weirdo shit. Like a homeless beard, straight out the weirdo kids. I'm a weirdo bitch, probably not gonna wanna hear this then. That means your female friend smears lotion on a weirdo dick. Asshole. It's a mustache, not pubic hair. I'm here to tutor you. Who puts tax on students' chairs? You don't care, you don't care, you don't care. Shut your mouth. Got enough pains to winnow a whole house. Got enough rage to winnow your old spouse.
Okay, man, tone it down. Springtime rehiring is prime time for firing.
Fucking fire me! I tried to rack his brain. He tried by getting head, MMA, and crack cocaine. That's okay, maybe we're meant to rule the sea of cliches while we strafe on tentacles. Legend has it that empty bread baskets don't stay empty long if weirdo throngs let them have it. We've got better tactics, we don't run a day with Stuart Scotts. We don't run along with Jenny Craig, call your dogs, we neutralize. What you really want, a fist fight? Keep smelling the aroma, bitch. We own that witchcraft and that Dick Van der Sangoma shit. Sit back with that loaded clip, chick blast with those bogus pick. A blind she yours and why she rocking her bed till emotions here. The vote is in, straight take a check for this posse party. Make you a wreck but we hardly started. Say we're the shit but we're hardly farting.
I'm eating zebra cakes, eating it like an entree. Doing the same to your girl, have a singing Sinatra's my way. And homie, this is my way. I'm sipping on that E&J, masturbating to King James, of which he calls me by his name. I'm ballin' like Jim Jones with cornrows and some bling on. I'm the Captain Kirk to the game, get on to me and cling on. Don't be thirsty, don't cling on. Here's something shiny to rub on your body while you tell Drake that you still want me.
Drop it for a perv, I'm predatory like a lender. It's awkward as Danny Leonard referring to me as N-word. Which one? Either one. I'm starting a death metal folk New Orleans bounce band. I named that bitch Seaman Gun. We have scenic fun. Pray the bass guy, she's infertile. She's imaginary. Lonely rapper verbals. I'm wearing khakis to the club, walking out like Herschel, then get kicked the fuck out, cause they wouldn't play off with Turtle. Challenge Crash God, that'll never happen, child. I'm fucking flaccid of me, packing a black and mild,
stacking money trees in the library, nigga. Reading PDFs about the gender binary, nigga. Sipping holy molly water with some Adderall in it, so I'm focused while I'm taping Stacey Lattisaw stripping. Got a stereotype in my drawers for y'all tripping. You look sloppier than me at a basketball scrimmage. I'm a man drinking juice in the motherfucking hood. Suburbs of Maryland, get it fucking understood.
All up in my bowler, I got insurance, bitch, nigga. I'll hold my composure, but when I switches and doges, tipping like Zebra City to kill a Kenosha, nigga. Every fucking morning, man, I wake up to my pancakes. Pump up that syrup, just stacks till I can't stand straight. Flock a belly single, I go hard in the paint. You say no to take rate, won't say can't, fuck.
You ain't no cash money, not about bad women. I don't know where they at, creeping.
Check. Money,
never spit crack. On that song rack. And Safari out, he's got a nice beard.
I really wanna work this out cause I'm tired of crying. Really hope you understand, I screenshot them nudes. Really wanna work this out, it's just bad lighting. Girl, it's an excuse. Sapphire source, set fire to that pansy drawer. Lop off my ponytail and see me turn into a manticore. What you talking fancy for? Be candid with your language. Wipe me down like magnets, get red wrong way like manga strips. Stimp guy, squadron got stacks of Hallmark cards and closed with fold out footprints of the whole crew and Leo swords and came down, jacket it off, didn't even take my jacket off. You gon' work hard like it's your jobs. Macintosh, check the relevant wiki page. Why your magazine got sticky page? I don't know, these questions are hard. Simp guy, squadron, write notes and lipstick. The bottom, if I cause problems, I probably apologize for all the.
How many rappers is actors, bastards play free tag in traffic, string them by Gucci belt fabric, Molly in veins sporadic, depressive nigga, I'm manic, Hitler these niggas, Germanic, beef with them too, organic, drowning that girl, Titanic splash, brand new chain like it's slavery, brand new whip like it's slavery, pussy ass niggas ain't as paid as me. Ballin' on you niggas with this new degree. What's foolery? Making bread and need some buggin' pork chops. Getting the money dance in a sweatshop. Great a rap, picture rig, Bob Ross. Ned's place, nigga, we on World Star. Real MCs speak in third person. So Hitman can be found writing narratives in Perkins with your girlfriend steady twerking, saying he looks better in person. Call him Hitman Mona Lisa's portrait face is so goddamn perfect. You so worthless on URL. Your girlfriend lurking, and IRL your girlfriend jerking. Aside from her, the rap game's what I'm murking. So that must be why I'm giggling and smirking. Beats break your neck, appendages and femur. Bass got hit, man, your girlfriend's a believer. Hitman would apologize for his crass demeanor, but he hates all you rap niggas, call him crash think meaner.
How bad does the average rapper's bandana stink? Trick you into clicking my Facebook with Hannah Minks banner links. Stop recording mixtapes with introductions because your banter stinks. I'm in my bedroom with a whole lot of mozzarella sticks and a giant hoard of your girlfriend's most graphic pics, pointing out how the plot line in your music video is irrelevant. I just awoke from a stiff nap in my girl's panty drawer. You dummies come to the shows like what you call me Nancy for. Sounds like Hitman made this beat in GarageBand. All these white boys on the track sound like we in the garage band. Let's all write songs like we just bought thesauruses. I guess that would make me emperor of the smart and equally poor kids. I ruined your drum circle like a dumb Steve Urkel. These motherfuckers came at the king and you know they missed. They tried to sing pretty songs with an Isaac Broccoli. I'm at Jamba Juice thinking about what I'ma do later on the internet. Watching videos of Darth Vader dildos and gaping hoes smoking cigarettes. Quit rap to become an internet service provider. Quit rap to become a producer who steals beats like Mythicizer. Quit rap to become a more than proficient knife fighter. I'm actually clapping my hands right now. These are my hand claps, yeah. My hands are so calloused. This does not hurt me, yeah. My hands are clapping. I'm clapping.
Hanging out with my dad, listening to Drake. Saturday night we be turning it up with that gospel jams and frosted flakes. I don't like frosting on my cake because ain't shit sweet. People think that I'm a motherfucking weirdo cause I don't eat meat. Motherfucker, it's on old man shit. The only thing I'm good at is not calling females bitches. Usually a blanket, I'll keep it real if need be. Bitch, you'll never see me smoking on same weed. I don't eat beats, I don't tell girls they eat skeet. I just tell them they look nice and usually get a frown back. Trying to fit in, so I pop a molly and listen to fucking Maybach. Quiet ad-libs.
I guess that's enough rapping.
Like a candle in the wind, I was unreliable. Felt my sins, it was undeniable. I'm growing. I'm growing. I know very well what my father would say. It wasn't quite enough to keep the novelty at bay. I'm growing. I'm growing. Reagan driving me all around LA. I never quite found out what to say. I'm growing. I'm growing. I don't know what that means when I don't have no dreams. I don't know what that means when I don't have no dreams. I know better than to use a double negative, but sometimes life is double negative. I'm growing. I'm growing. I'm mortified by a 9 to 5, but I tried to lie in a public space and say I wasn't. Say I wasn't. This is a preface to a suicide note I wrote in prison. This is a preface to a suicide note I wrote in prison. I seem to have forgotten my mantra. I seem to have forgotten my mantra. Seem to have forgotten my mantra. I 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 seem to have forgotten my mantra. Osmosis Jones writes Moses poems. These hopeless cones grant existence. Osmosis Jones writes Moses poems. These hopeless cones grant existence. Osmosis Jones writes Moses poems. These hopeless cones grant existence. Osmosis Jones writes Moses poems. These hopeless cones grant existence. Need a URL to grant me legitimacy. Don't get it twisted, I'm listless like John Grisham's mini-me. This'll sound obtrusive, I outgrew my mentor's influence. I thought I could do it, I knew I could do it. Actually, now they ask questions like I am on the faculty. Now they sit stunned, surprised by my faculties. Couldn't gin up an equation obtuse enough to baffle me. Brown boy king bows for no gold rings. Corduroy coon prints, hoards Dean Koontz prints by the truckload. They say yes and I scream fuck no. They say yes and I scream fuck no.
Yeah. Name another nigga hot, no, I'm just honest. No bars on bottles, I'm just honest. 100,000 on white, I'm just honest. Coops all on coops, I'm just honest.
Tour the country in a Prius, I'm just honest. Read some Franz Fanon, I'm just conscious. Flip that young software, I'm just nauseous. Pay my bills with Bandcamp, I'm just pompous. Perfect hairline, I'm just flawless. I won't front and say I saw this. I'll just stunt on you agnostics. Say what's good like diagnostics. Rep that X like Dionysus. White girls say Milo's the nicest. Now I say we're Lil Reese's. Milo's clever, polymetus bow.
I thought you knew I can open portals, playing on to the Nocando. I drive around the projects in the colorful balloon, and me and Stanley Kubrick fake the landed on the moon. I'm just being honest. I thought you knew I did all the music in that murder movie Clue. I ghost produced for Timberland and goes for my goal. I signed a non-disclosure, but it's time you know the truth. I'm just being honest.
I sold my soul, I'm being honest, but I beat that nigga on the price and I tripled up my profit. I was a young teen papa, put my wife through college on elbow grease, indie rapping EBT. I'm being honest, nah. You see, we steaming like a coffee barista. I'm dragging my balls, these bitches call me Vegeta. Look in my eyes, I think I'm Sasuke Uchiha. I thought this all up when I was lost in the Rita. Nah, that's Tokyo, nigga. You Pinocchio, nigga. I'm the ghetto Geppetto on several levels. I'm the god of hellfire, got these devils disheveled. I think they bitch wanna ride me like I'm an excellent vessel. They say no pain, no gain. I just wrestle my threshold till it's highest tickets to overrated festivals. Let's go, my flow is wet as Prosecco. Let that echo and echo. Add some ambient sonic, you know I am being honest. Ay, I'm being honest. I'm being honest. I never heard this song before. I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. Really, I got no choice but to be honest, cause I don't play poker. I got a really bad tail. Shooting from the hips about the only thing that I do well. And yeah, saying how I feel. Fucked up almost each and every deal, being honest.
I ain't got no spoons. I'm only pretending I don't smoke your booze. You ask me all sarcastic if I think that's breaking news, but you appreciate when I confirm with you, and so I'm just being honest.
I'm dressed just like a bike cop, I'm just being honest. No homie, I don't want to do a no white swamp, I'm just being honest. My job is a white snatch from a livestock, I'm just being honest. Other boys who like to watch just they like rocks, so just being honest. How can you write a song that's about being honest? Wanna be honest, don't nobody wanna be that honest. Yeah, like go and get it when the lights off, I'm just being Amish. Like pray to an overpriced console, nigga, I'm just being godless. Them niggas hate when I rhyme smart and I'm just being honest. But won't see me down in Hyde Park, I'm just being honest. I dropped out of school with high marks, I'm just being honest. I'm in a sleeper cell with a speaking spell and a revealing spell, talking a string of bros. Yeah, invade the rubric before you grace. If you say making music, we'll bathe the Judas who's blazing hookahs, cause the silverware are AKs and bazookas. Hey, but to be honest, I'm not really that on my business. To be honest, that inner child in me is listless. I can't speak French that well, I'm just being honest. I didn't go to the gym this week, I'm just being honest. Yeah, I don't sell millions like Pharrell Williams, I'm just being honest. I didn't call my mother back properly, I'm just being honest. Nigga, I re-gift aggressively, I'm just being honest here. My learning disability got the best of me, nigga, I'm being honest. The G's in my hood, they make the best dads. I'm just being honest. Nigga, why you so dishonest?
Name another nigga hot, I'm just honest. Gold bars on bottles, I'm just honest. 100,000 on watches, I'm just honest. Coops all on coops, I'm just honest.
It's the pitter patter of raindrops on this
It's the pitter patter of raindrops on this steel hut. Reminds me of old doom drums. We should remove the ceiling before the moon comes. Bobby Brown mirror dance. Convinced your soul hopefully works. Feeling like an errand boy sent by grocery clerks. It's the pitter patter of raindrops on this steel hut. Reminds me of little hands gripping heirloom tomatoes. He rocked that humble pocket symphony. When the clamor of dimes and pennies sounds like the most elegant of timpanis. Please discard used tissues and sympathies in the same trash receptacle. A tad skeptical of well-to-dos. Helter-skelter and modal jazz cues. You are the last emergency glow stick. Love is vague and probably useless. Coated in bile, coda malified. There's a fly in the buttermilk. There's a fly in the buttermilk. You know it's nice outside, though I'd lower it by 10 degrees so I could throw my Timberland on and feel the autumn breeze. You know it's nice outside, but I'd lower it by 10 degrees. No, I don't know this city well. No, I don't know this city well. Yeah, it's getting windy on this pedestal. I'm from the one black family of Rivendell. If I told you my old name, you wouldn't pronounce it well. The ashy-handed bandit with no scruples. A pupil of what's useful. Uncouth and too cool, but always truthful. Yes, it's him with that Uber hobo Zen flow. Read the show Bogenzo. Never on tiptoes and Tim's, though. That bookish basket case has a crooked bastard's face. I'm not smart or dumb. You glorify our crumb and call sex hotlines and parcel tongue. You don't get embarrassed when you fart in public. I'm selling art in Dublin to a young Republican who suffers the impression that I'm under him. And he'll probably continue to suffer. That's unfortunate. You know it's nice outside, but I'd lower it by 10 degrees so I could throw my Timberland on and catch the autumn breeze. It's nice outside, but I like it a little cooler. You know it's nice outside, but I'd lower it by 10 degrees so I could throw my Timberland on and catch the autumn breeze. It's nice outside, but I like it a little cooler. You know it's nice outside, but I'd lower it by 10 degrees so I could throw my Timberland on and catch the autumn breeze. It's nice outside, but I like it a little cooler. You know it's nice outside, but I'd lower it by 10 degrees so I could throw my Timberland on. It's the pitter patter of raindrops on this.
twisted curly phone cables. There's toenail clippings on our kitchen table by the bamboo plant, and I know the exact number of your Facebook friends. Possessive and overbearing to benefit from learning a lesson of oversharing. That removes some choices. We should argue with our outside voices. I used swear words in settings where I said I never would. We made a holy place. It was sacrosanct and it was sacred. Like the coffee station in Chase Bank. We bought furniture and thought of its embroidering. Why are you torturing me? I traced the paths of your hands, thought of my past as a man, though that sounds stupider than a feature verse from Future. I'm an obnoxious blob. I don't clean my ears with cotton swabs. I've made this place so fucking messy. I'm the master of the second guessing. You've said that before and I thought it was boring. Who takes a cat nap and starts snoring? I'm wearing the same underwear from the last time we fought, the last time I bought supper. Braden couldn't stop saying Lumberg fucked her. I saw those hidden text messages that you wrote in code. I'm no toad, you're no princess, you're not Dan Brown. You didn't study at Princeton. I don't need to be Robert Langdon to see what's going on here. Let's get tattoos of our initials.
In the palace of the peacock, eating the kingdom of God. You were too busy talking when that snake said love is chosen.
That missus is very cordial, those kisses are territorial. It's October, so I'm reading Nabokov again. I marked the book with an olive-colored pen in that nest of complex questions and non-apologizing brutalities. Freedom is its own kind of salary. Even the people who made me are constant in unraveling. The disappointment when you learn the trophy was a photograph. Remember that? They say this is the last happiness, and they blink. I refuse to learn their names. And they blink. You shouldn't be next to me with that finicky energy. You shouldn't be next to me with that finicky energy. You shouldn't be next to me with that finicky energy. You shouldn't be next to me. And the cowards with their knocking fucking knees, they can't even keep a quarter beat. I know there's packet loss and latencies. I know what lag is. Nonetheless, lag is. It's the unimpressed alchemist. I pity who doubting this. In your city with a double-breasted falcon crest, chest plate, male tunic. In a society of spectacle, it's the shoe bomber who's waltzing through. It's a kind of hopelessness, a loneliness, a color I only ever heard played by a nigga named Thelonious. I spent experience points on knowledge, cunning, and stealth. Spit a diaphanous gossamer, and then he signed it in calligraphy. Sincerely, just another blasphemous question. Why is your favorite rapper always bragging about her business acumen? We asked him, like we asked him. Why is your favorite rapper always babbling about his branding? Like we asked him, like we asked him. This the last call for those real MCs, you know. This the last call for those real MCs. This the last call for those real MCs. This last call. This the last call. They said, Godspeed with that black on we. Guess I'll keep rapping till they toe tag me. They said, Godspeed with that black on we. Guess I'll keep rapping till they toe tag me. They said, Godspeed with that black on we. Guess I'll keep rapping till they toe tag me. They said, Godspeed, you black emperor. They said, Godspeed, you black emperor.
What the? Ready to form Voltron. Activate interlock. Dynatherms connected. Infracells up. Mega thrusters are go. Go Voltron Force. Go. Go Voltron Force. Go. Go Voltron Force. Go. Go Voltron Force. Go.
Go Voltron Force. Go. It be like
Go Voltron Force. Go Voltron Force. Go.
currently they bore me. More apparently boring. Call back on currency a story. Sipping ivory tanker like a row and row. Yo, I sip the ivory tanker like a row and row. Oh no, it's row. Oh no, it's row. Sip the ivory tanker like oh row and row. Oh no, it's row. Off the storm now. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. It's too on the Trevor Hill for taking this in the illest of grooves. Rebranded, similar cool. Significant, dueling my own insignificance. I put my head under the edge of the firmament. Flammarian, Sexton, I-85, Biscuit Corridor, and the Nickman's Horror, Pa Ingalls. Yo, lucid with the fingers. Fatigue copyist, I cheat at this game. God, I cheat at this game. God, I cheat at
this game. Domesticity talks in terms of 2 towels. Artists with 100 eyes. A fatalist knocking out with the natalist shit. Snap James, how we dodge the blame. It's a whole dino spectrum. It's a whole dino spectrum. It's a whole dino spectrum. Drake is on the cover of Rolling Stone, quoting Milo poems, while I'm scrubbing loam and limestone. In my home, I'm working on my novel. 500 days I slept on. 500 days I slept on. Co-authored by Nora Efron. Fuck around with Rubiat if you like to act wrong. The Juniper Order Druids who act wrong. Top of the yeah. Nasty. That was nasty. Chulachakis, dodging the paparazzi, dodging they tchotchkes. Who am I? What am I doing here? I'm the type of nigga to wear protective layering, preaching loudly about the journey and the laboring. I just want to die in the name of something great. Now I don't want to die at all. I want to grow and expand and consume whole galaxies. A strong black man moonlights as a casualty for strong black man to step into banality. A strong black man who can't seem to grasp the handling of reality, dog. With its peaks and valleys, appealing wallpapers and bald haters. Everything smells like staircase and people. There's white people on spaceships, bare chests and facelifts. It's all horrifying. And I'm caught codifying my at-home deities, eating banana papooses on Reagan's couch. Again, listen to that Method Man song, but acting like my dad asking no questions. Is it real, son? Is it really real, son? You know the deal, son. Is it really real? Something you can feel, son. Only broad deal, son. Load it up and load it up and load it up and kill somebody. Honestly, who could say? I remember the art museum where Mike Eagle found Dubuffet. I remember Meredith blessing you with Jean Genet and blowing my old life kisses bombs away. I remember packing an apartment in 3 bags and driving across God's kneecaps to Lord knows where. I'm more bored than scared. How I learned to portion the orphan share or be the burden bearer. Working titles of my autobiography. I'm probably not the rapper for you. Alright. An oldie but a goodie from your friends at the Scallops Hotel. An oldie but a goodie from your friends at the Scallops Hotel. We got the Assault Pillar in the building. We got Antilia Raid in the building. We got Red Wall in the building. We got the Worthwhile Fortress in the building. We got Ruins in the building. We got everybody in the building. Scallops Hotel is the building. How'd that go? How'd that go? Yeah. Scallops Hotel lurk wherever Popo don't be. Poetry read direct from the bark of a Niopo tree. It's only me and mine in the teeny kitchenette at supper time. Measure time as the tire vine swings. This night owl's keen when the king storyteller can't leave. Through social hegemony, Rory was smoking dope in the Garden Gethsemane. How he make a nimbus out that nihilism? Would've fired on him first, except the rods was missing. This slick flow, courtesy Dr. Bombay. This slick curl, courtesy Maurice Pomade. And tenuring in long hallways, it's all Harambe. There's no off days at this grocery. My mother named me Rory. I'm proficient at this sorcery. Of course, it's he who clamors back and forth for tape recorders. Idealized truth disorder. And this motherfucking gatekeeper, the utopian was a late sleeper, an ancient weaver with the fidgetiest digits, with the fidgetiest digits.
up, Lab? Two tasks, convert and translate. I divert the grandstanding fakes who seem to only ever mirror my lower self. So hoist your hell like a personal banner, cause the thirst spreads like a murderous cancer. Thirst spreads like a murderous cancer. Hoist your hell like a personal banner. The view from my speedboat is wonderful. View from my speedboat, so wonderful. View from my speedboat, so wonderful. Speedboat, so wonderful. My transmissions began when Diamond said to Kool, "Why so yielding?" A journey, the valley of quest, the valley of love, the valley of understanding, the valley of independence, the valley of unity, the valley of astonishment, the valley of deprivation, the quest. You leave home. You leave home. Left home in search of where the orchid grows. Found a lotus pond in Echo Park and got confused. Met an Aristotelian and got depressing about his awkward views. Why you so quick to divide, so hasty devise and cut in two. Knowing it's impolite to tarry, I went about my way. And I don't like scary niggas, so I ain't been around the way. Picking spinach out my teeth from the flooring. Hold his notebook like an advanced new camera. The panorama makes me some kind of past master. Gawking at the pastor as I pen this inhales. The howitzer in the garden of my mind. It isn't always so reliable. Earthworm Nimrod preaching about survival and the orchestral nature of chaos. Lurking in the numbers, burping penumbra. How gracefully he fidgets with the ephemeral. A peon wrote this with the stalk of a peony and a collar of primitive thud, posing by a bust of Pericles eating fudge. Sun officiating, Dookie fashion, seen his hands fastened round the ruby hilt of that old rusty scimitar. Speaking time-tested coda who the other rhythm wizards are. God bless the soul of whoever you think you are. God bless the soul of whoever you think you are. God bless the soul of whoever you thought you was. Cause it might not be no next time. Cause it might not be no next time.